Hey, my name's Joey. I'm out here in Texas. Man, it's been raining for weeks and weeks. We finally got a good day. But my name's Joey Truelove. I brought my dad's 1956 Chevy Bel Air two-door hardtop that he had when I was a little kid, and I've kind of turned it into my own little monster. So it's powered by a 388 cubic inch LS 6-bolt block, twin turbo, E85 deal, methanol injected, 400 turbo. Mark Williams, all the rear ends, all Mark Williams stuff. Holley Dominator, dash. I mean, it's just a street car. I've taken it to the track. Car will make 40 pounds of boost. So, just a fun car.
I drive the Dirty Z is what we call it. It's the 350Z with the 408 cubic inch LS with a dog box transmission and a quick change rear. It's a pretty crazy car, but yet pretty simple. It's just like straight like 125 shot of nitrous on it, so it's not too big, but it makes over 600 horsepower, so it makes enough. Then I got for suspension, we have the FDF angle on the front. I love the way it feels. It's not twitchy or anything when I go, and it helps me like steer this thing into pylons, of course, and all that stuff. But it's fun.
My name's Dalton Stout. I drive a 1964 Ford Falcon. It's got a Pro-Charged 5.3. Blower on it is a F1X. And we have a Rossler 480 behind it. And we're here at LS Fest trying to go rounds, trying to get a tune-up that goes down this road. And I don't know, we think we have one in it, but we're gonna see what happens.
Between 7 and 9, we're doing a burnout contest as well, which is going to be fun. Our Drift Challenge 32, our top 32, is going to be at 6:30, and that's going to be fun. So we are looking forward to a great day out here. Again, buy your t-shirts for 15 bucks. Stay hydrated, and above all else, have a really good time. We couldn't do it without you guys. We wouldn't want to, and we appreciate you guys being here. Again, that Elgin Industries Backer Challenge is going on this weekend all
My name is JR with Speed Tech Performance in Holcomb City, and this is a 1964 E-Type Jaguar, Series 1, with a 5.7 crate motor, LS1, straight from Chevrolet. It's got a Tremec TKO 600 in it. It's still a work in progress, but it's out here, it runs, and I just wanted to show it off. It's a long-term project. It was started by Richard Maddox in Holcomb City, and he likes to take choice cars and kind of molest them a little bit in his way. So It has 39,000 miles on original E-Type Jag. Most people probably wouldn't do it, but it's a fairly solid body, and it's got the stainless reproduction exhaust on it. It's got the original rear end, inboard brakes. The wheels are 16 by 6 instead of the original 15 by 5s, and look forward to the street, near you.
So this behind you is a 1976 AMC Pacer with a 1,000 horsepower 6.0 twin turbo LS. We're here in the Holley booth. It's the first time we've had this car out, and we don't even know how it's going to do. So we're from Utah. We're on YouTube. Robbie Layton. We did a whole build series on it, so you can go check it out.
with Jesse's Performance, and this is my 82 Trans Am drag car. It's a tube chassis, small tire, LSX 427, backed by a Power Glide, and a 106 mil turbo. I haven't made very many passes in it yet, so I don't have great numbers, but I've been low nines at like 150, and I'm just going to keep making test passes.
All right, it's a 1978 Chevy Malibu. It's on Air Ride LS, just a 5.3 right now. I have a 6.2 at home I'm building for it. Supercharged Vortec, QA1 suspension, Corbo seats, nitrous outlet, snake eater injectors, BTR intake manifold. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah, Jason Bottenfield, Texaco Camaro. This is my first car. I've had it since age 15. We're out here at LS Fest 2024. The livery of the Texaco Camaro is one of one. So we created this. It was my first car that I had since high school. So age 15, drove it around. It was pearl white with blue stripes. So driving it to high school, then afterwards in college, we parked it. It parked for 10, 15, almost 20 years. Pulled it out, started rebuilding it in 2017 over at Dussel Design Shop. And Mike over there said, we should go to iteration 2. And I was like, well, I really want to go back to white with blue stripes like it was in high school, kind of nostalgic. And he was like, I think you should go to number 2. So my grandfather owned a Texaco station from the 50s to the 80s. So that's why we came up with the Texaco. Obviously I live in Dallas, Texas, so that worked as well. Then there's a Gumball 18 on the side. That was my high school baseball number. So there's a lot of nostalgia from whenever I had it when I was a kid. It's running an LT5 Chevy Performance crate motor. So in 2019, those motors came out. They've discontinued them now, so they're very expensive to try and get. But it's about 760 horsepower, 720 torque. And underneath, we've got a fully customized 3-link suspension with a Watts in the back with a modified Detroit Speed in the front. One of the unique aspects that a lot of people don't know when they walk by is they look in there and they see the traditional 6H pattern on the transmission tunnel, but actually I have a SODEV sequential It was a prototype that I was running a couple years ago. Now they're out selling them, but it's a 6-speed, full sequential, clutch into first, no lift shift the rest of the way. So the transmission is basically like a Formula 4 race car transmission. And it really, what it did for me was provided a lot of safety. So when people think about sequentials and they want to just not shift and do all this, but we do a lot of road course stuff with the automotive street car. And so when you're coming down, going 150, 160 miles an hour into a turn, and you have to do, you know, heel, toe, all that stuff when you have like a T56 Magnum, which was in it. When you have the sequential, you can just come down 2 or 3 gears. And if you miss and you weren't down in the right gear, you can come down another gear while you're in the turn. The whole time your foot's on the brake, so there's a lot of safety to it, but it enhances times and it's really fun to have. It makes a really loud noise because all the gears are straight cut, so it sounds like whenever you're put your regular car in reverse and it whines. Mine whines in every gear because of the straight cut gears. It's got a full interior, so it's pretty heavy. You know, we're 3650 on the weight. I'll eventually get it reduced down, but you know, right now just having a lot of fun with it. 335 series tire on the back, 315 in the front. Just an all-around fun car. We're doing pretty good here at the autocross so far, so we'll see what we can do today.
My name's Tim Frost, Texas County, Arkansas, Genoa actually. But this is a 76 Triumph TR7. We put a 6.0 liter stock bottom end LS in it with Magnuson supercharger, well, Magnuson charger and a nitrous kit on it. And it runs about 650s. Me and my son Taylor built it.
Name is Jerry Romo. It's a 2004 Mazda RX-8. Got a LS1 from a 2004 Corvette. So it's a 5.7 liter. Got all gauges, factory gauges work, factory air conditioning, factory automatic shifters still in the car, factory wheels, electronic cutouts on the back. She's a very fun car to drive. She's very fast, very crazy.
My name is Aiden Ellington. I work for 187 Customs. This is a 1984 Chevy Silverado. We started building it about 2 months ago. Drove the truck from Las Vegas to Oklahoma and basically stripped it all down. Put a Texas Speed 5.3 in it. It's got a Monster turbo 400 transmission in it. Quick performance rear end, all QA1 suspension. Makes a little over 500, probably 600, somewhere around there on E85. And that's about it. It's a burnout truck. That's what we built it for. Nothing but burnouts.
I have a 1979 Camaro with a front end swap. It's got a 5.3 motor and a turbo 350 transmission. It's got custom piping and an 88mm turbo. 12-point roll cage on the inside. Race seat from Holley. Oh, I was actually going to race this weekend, but my computer went out, so my car won't hold a tune. That happened the day before we left to go here.
Hi, my name is Dan. This is my 72 Datsun 240Z. It's not stock. It has a complete drivetrain out of a 1999 Camaro. It's aluminum 5.7 liter LS1, some Texas Speed goodies. Got T56 transmission, coilovers, arms, everything from Techno Toy Tuning, Willwood brakes, Recaro seats. It's been a project of mine for a few years now. I do most of the work in my home garage and out here at LS Fest, having a good time.
Are you competing?
Yeah, doing the autocross, doing some fun runs, and just trying to improve my own skill. I'm sure the car is much more capable than I am.
trains yesterday. Want to thank all our vendors for being here as well. I know that it was a bit of a challenge getting set up.
Got another interior shop.
Gorgeous weekend. Today and tomorrow
What I do.
supposed to be wonderful. Remember, stay hydrated, wear your sunscreen.
You do all the work?
Me and a buddy
did it in my driveway. Took us about a year to do the metal work. I built the motor, painted it, did all myself in the garage, swapped it out. Just got it out of the interior shop, JC Custom Audio. We did the interior.
Yeah, my name is Ryan Esvito. I'm 21 years old. We came all the way out here from Jacksonville, Florida. This is my dad and I's 2003 Nissan 350Z. It's garage built off jack stands and a little bit of hand tools and a little bit of impacts, but it's never seen a lift in its life. It's got a 416 cubic inch LS motor from Smetting Performance, GSR dog box, quick change rear end. So we basically managed to build a pro level drift car and a storage unit on jack stands. Pretty much built it over the last 5 years, slowly progressing as my driving. And I came out here when I was 16 years old and watched a drift event, took a vacation out here, and it's really cool to be out here 5 years later in our own pro car, driving. We qualified for it, so that's really sick. Hopefully we'll take first today. That's at least the game plan. So.
My name is Dustin Dodson. I live about 3 miles from the Speedway. I bought this 2016 Chevy SS with 4,000 miles on it when I couldn't find one, and I had a friend that had one, and I rode in it, and that was all she rode. I had to have one. And so I traded in a Lexus GS 350F Sport for this. Rear-wheel drive, LS3, can't go wrong. Tons of aftermarket support. And then I found the Holden community and learned about the history of the car and its roots in Australia, and how it was shipped on a freighter, manufactured in Elizabeth, Australia, and which happens to be my mom's name. And so I ended up doing a lot of stuff to it. I started out with a ZL1 blower from GM, bolts right on. All the cooling, all the valve train, all the supporting mods, ZL1 torque converter, flex plate, Cook's headers, X-pipe, the whole 9 yards. I kept the stock cam, and right now I'm running E85 with a auxiliary fuel pump and 1050X injectors, and I'm pushing about 670 to the wheels, and I don't need any more power. It's the perfect car.
My name's Eric. I'm actually with Pro Touring Texas. This is a 72 Suburban, but 67 sheet metal in the front of it. It's been a 3.5 year build. It's got a Roadster Shop Revo chassis underneath it, a boosted LSX, Holley Terminator on this thing. Airlift performance helped out, bare brakes, the Detroit Speed setup to help out the brakes as well. I mean, the amount of rust repair and body work that went into this thing is just insane. Just this is the first time it's been out in one piece, so excited to see it here.
Hey, so my name is Mike Winchy. This is my VF Commodore wagon from Australia that I've named Clickbait. It's a 2014 VF SS Commodore. It's a Holden, and it's got a 6-litre cast iron LS block in it that actually came from the States. A blower shop 671 blower on it, top fuel carbon fibre injector head, makes about 1,000 at the tyres, and we're here to blow some sets off. We got plenty of colored tires with us, and we're gonna have some fun today. This runs on alcohol. I've got a 20-gallon fuel cell in the back, and I think a 2-gallon one in the front. And in one burnout, so one set of tires, like a brand new set of tires lasts 1 minute, and that'll go through 20 gallons of methanol. So yeah, it's pretty much like a top fueler almost.